Yeah, hi guys. Today I would like to do a short video. Hopefully I'll keep it short. It's about this book that I just recently got. Last month I got it during the Christmas season. For the Christmas holiday, just decided to treat myself on a new book. I've seen this book around for a long time, but for some reason I just didn't have the money to buy it. Anyway, it's the Fairy Bible. It's by Teresa Moorey. It's the definitive guide to the world of fairies. The Fairy Bible. So this is a really good book. I love the fairies. I believe in fairies very much, actually. I believe in fairies. I believe in unicorns, mermaids, whatever. So I'm one of those people who believe in these sort of metaphysical elements. I don't believe they exist. And anyway, it's a really good book. It covers the four major elements of the fairies. It covers the water, air, fire, and earth fairies. And it also talks about various fairies in the book. And this is the content page. It talks about the realm of fairies, water fairies, air fairies, fire, earth, house and hearth fairies, flower fairies, tree fairies, weather fairies, a dictionary of fairies, select bibliography, index, and acknowledgement. So, weather fairies is not very common, it's not very popular, but it's quite popular here in where I come from. I've heard about weather fairies for a long time actually, and I do believe in them. And look at the picture, it's so pretty. Look at it, it's so beautiful. So this is the introduction to a few of the fairies. So they do cover a lot of fairies, and these are just the introduction. Fairies of Fernhorn. The fairies of Fernhorn is this is in Scotland. Yes, this is in Scotland. This is also something I've heard about for a few years ago when I was doing flower essence research. And just flip some pages for you over here. I'm really worried that I might knock my camera down, so I have to be really careful. And this is what is this? Beltane. It does have a little bit of Wiccan element. Fairy clothes. This was really cute. Oh, and this is also very nice. Fairy food and drink. So they teach you actually what fairies eat and what they drink, and if you want to give offerings to the fairies, so this will be very good. Fairy clothes. This is kind of cute. Clothes is a sign of power for them. And fairy music, fairy language. And fairy gold and fairy gifts. These are very good if you want to do work with fairies, with the fairy element, spell working, spellcraft with the fairies. Fairy in fairyland. So this is another good topic. Fairy trees, which I really love. So let me just show you the water fairies. So these are some of the water fairies which they talk about. So they do go into detail with the various elements of fairies. Like the water fairies, they do talk about what the water fairies are, what do they do, who are they, how you can communicate and work with them. And they also give you a little spell you can do at the end of the chapter. The Undine, I have no idea how to pronounce this. So I'm just going to be really quick. The Mermaid, Kelpie. So this is a mean, nasty water spirit. This is a tricky sort of a spirit. The Nyx, and Lorelei. So these are all water spirits, finding your water fairies. And again, meditation, how to draw close to the water fairies. And they also give you a little spell over here. Mermaid bath spells for beauty, and meditation for fairy healing, And over here we have the earth fairies, and again they just go and give you an introduction about the air fairies, the element of air, how you can work with this element, and the various types of fairies associated with the element of air. And Hermes, Ironheart, Lilith. I didn't know Lilith was under the air element. Actually, I don't believe Lilith is a fairy. For me, I don't believe she's a fairy. So, Thor the Wise, White Buffalo Woman. I don't believe she's also a fairy. I don't know why she's here actually. She's actually considered an ascended master. So, but this is still very interesting. And the 7 ravens. This is a very nice chapter. It talks about the 7 ravens, the 4 winds, and I'm just gonna go really quick. And again, they do talk about give you a fairy spell, an air spirit spell. So there's every spell for every fairy element. And the next is the fire fairies. So I'm gonna be really quick right now because I'm kinda in my 6th minute. So they talk about the dragons and centaurs, Prometheus, Will-o'-the-Wisp, Jinn, Bridget, and again they do give you a meditation, how to connect with them, and they also give you a spell, how to work with the fire spirits. And the next is the earth fairies. This is my most favorite fairy element, seriously. They're so beautiful. Look at this. Look at the leprechaun. No, that's not a leprechaun. That's a gnome, sorry. I'm getting a bit too excited. And look at this. Ooh, it's kind of scary. I think this is the horn god. I think so. Let's find out. The element of the earth, and again it goes into details, and the leprechaun, and talks about the 4-leaf clover. Very good book. The knockers, I've never heard of that. Pan, pixies, and what's this? Cernunnos is the horn god of the wildwood, protector of the forest creatures and giants. And finding your earth spirits, and again it gives you meditation, how to meditate and connect with the earth fairies and spells. And I want to show you this. This is my favorite chapter here. Flower fairies, so pretty. Look at this. The pictures are amazing, you guys. Amazing. And the Lakota tale of Prairie Rose, and gives you the stories of these fairies. Rose fairies, iris fairies. So these are all flower fairies. Buttercup fairies, daisy, girls, honeysuckle, bluebell, cowslip fairies. So these are very good flowers to work with fairies if you want to connect with this specific particular fairy actually. Heather fairy, lilac, and another one of my favorite topic, connecting with the flower fairies, and then it gives you a flower fairy spell. And I'm just gonna rush again and show you, this is another one of my favorite chapter, the tree fairies. I love this chapter. This was the first chapter I read actually when I got this book. My very first chapter I read. I just love with trees and the flowers and everything. So this talks about the very sacred trees that I think common to the Druid religion, Druid practice, the willow fairy, rowan fairy, apple, hawthorn, oak, mistletoe, hazel fairy, holly fairy, elder fairy, ash, birch, beech, yew, blackthorn. And as you know, again, it talks about again how to draw close to the tree fairies, how to meditate, and it gives you a spell. Talks about a tree spirit spell for healing, and an apple spirit spell for lasting love, and a lot more, you guys. So this is a beautiful book, well worth investing. So my time is running out, and I just want to do a little book review. And I love this book. This book is awesome, simple, and really wonderful. And thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye.